The rapid economic development in Malaysia and the increase in cross-border dealings around the world have resulted in more agreements and contracts being entered into by Malaysian companies and organizations. Like many business arrangements, there will inevitably be disputes or conflicts, and increasingly, arbitration is used as an effective way to resolve those disputes. The Kuala Lumpur Regional Centre for Arbitration, KLRCA, is the only international arbitral institution in Malaysia that facilitates and administers arbitration and provides a forum to settle commercial and contractual disputes. KLRCA is helmed by a director and has a panel of over 700 local and foreign arbitrators who are specialists in their respective fields. Disputing parties can choose to appoint an arbitrator from KLRCA's panel or any other arbitrator of their choice. KLRCA also has an advisory board chaired by the Attorney General of Malaysia, Tan Sri Abdul Ghani Patayal, and consisted of renowned international arbitrators.
Parties should arbitrate in Malaysia because Malaysia is a signatory to the New York Convention. Its arbitration awards are enforceable in 146 countries around the world. Malaysia has a sound legal system. Its arbitration legislation is modelled on UNCITRAL model law, adopted by 87 countries around the world. Malaysia also houses KLRCA, which is set up under the auspices of the Asian African Legal Consultative Organization. It is an independent and neutral institution. You have a choice of representation. You can choose a foreign lawyer to represent you. If you are an arbitrator who is not Malaysian, you are exempted from withholding tax. The cost of doing arbitration in Malaysia is much more cost-effective as compared to other countries in the region.
The centre is very well equipped with excellent facilities for use during any arbitral proceedings.
Malaysia is a signatory to the UN Convention, and under the new Act, there's every facility for ensuring that awards of the court will be recognised and enforced.
The director of the KLRCA has his ear plugged close to the ground to seek, receive and respond fast to feedback from the industry and the stakeholders. And this has resulted in the KLRCA constantly striving to upgrade its systems and procedures so that it's abreast with international developments and the demands and needs of all stakeholders. That's just taking infrastructure. Now, we talked about the pool of talent in Malaysia. We really offer a wide pool of lawyers, and all of these people are highly talented and trained locally and abroad. They have vast experience and are well exposed to the intricacies of corporate and commercial international dealings. This is not surprising really, because Malaysia is a significant trading nation. So you have the skills available in Malaysia. Foreign arbitrators are very welcome in Malaysia. They can readily enter and determine disputes in Malaysia. There are no immigration or tax impediments whatsoever to them.
Malaysia is the world's best kept secret. In Malaysia, you have a world-class infrastructure, you have an established legal system that's arbitration-friendly. We are a model law country. You have a high level of proficiency in the English language. You have cost levels which are very, very effective. When you add all that together, it makes it very much an unbeatable destination for international arbitration.
The advantages to the parties, to the arbitrators, and to the counsel for the parties are that the KLRCA has, firstly, a world-class set of modern contemporary rules of arbitration that permit fast, efficient, cost-effective arbitrations to occur that arrive at a just and reasoned conclusion. Secondly, the people at the KLRCA are world-class. There's truly a championship team that's there in place to administer arbitrations. Thirdly, the facilities are excellent. And having an arbitration in Kuala Lumpur, a world-class cosmopolitan city with extensive resources for experts, for arbitrators, and for the parties is amazing given the cost that one can save by having an arbitration here. For those reasons, I think that KLRCA is the premier arbitration institution in Asia.
I think the centre is very dynamic, very innovative and forward-looking, and the staff are very helpful. And I've done cases here in Malaysia, and I feel that the judges are very efficient, very effective, and above all, they apply the law accordingly.
Well, I'm a little bit old-fashioned, and I really like the KLRCA. I like the hearing rooms, I like the building. I think it's much more comfortable and nicer than all that steel and glass that you find in some of the other modern buildings. I understand they're renovating, so I hope they're not going to change that atmosphere.
There are numerous reasons, really, why parties should arbitrate in Malaysia. We have superior infrastructure, advanced services, and international laws that are operated within a familiar and acceptable structure. We're a multicultural society that understands and appreciates people from all over the world. And you're getting all this at tremendous value. The cost effectiveness is incredible. If we were to just take infrastructure to begin with, we have a very impressive international airport that links us to major cities in the world, and more than 50 airlines call at. We have first world road and rail links, well constructed and operated, and there's ample five-star hotels that provide very efficient and hospitable services. Venues for conferencing, they're ample and they provide state-of-the-art telecommunication.
In terms of Malaysia's competitiveness and trading position in the world, the World Competitiveness Survey Yearbook of 2012 has ranked Malaysia 14th amongst the world's economies, whilst the World Bank's Doing Business 2012 report has ranked Malaysia as 18th out of 183 countries for ease of doing business. All these rankings suggest that Malaysia's economy is growing well, and with greater trade and transactions, there will be more demand for arbitration services.
KLRCA is continuously building on its portfolio of rules as well as improving its services.
The facilities of the Regional Centre speak for themselves, but these are going to get even better. And when the new Regional Centre for Arbitration is ready at the Sulaiman Building in Kuala Lumpur, its facilities will be unsurpassed in the region, and there is every reason for people, both domestic and international, wherever their contracts are, to have their seat of arbitration in Malaysia, or if they don't, to at least have Malaysia or Kuala Lumpur as the venue for the arbitration.
Arbitration is the preferred mode of dispute resolution not only in Malaysia but also around the world. KLRCA is well equipped and is able to facilitate and administer arbitration proceedings in Malaysia.